When we want to replace a value in Power BI, this is how we normally do it, right? So we select a column and I can see there is not available value, which is a text value, and I want to replace that with something else, say 0. So this is how we normally do it. Right click on it, replace value, and put the value we want to replace it with and select OK. And that is going to replace the value for us. And that's very simple and no problem with that, not at all. But what if we have like a huge table? This is not a huge table, but what we have a table where we have multiple columns with the same value, and we want to replace all of them at once. What I've seen most people do, and I did it myself as well when I first started using Power BI, is go one column at a time, go replace value for this one, and then go another column, replace value for that one, and so on and so on. And that adds up 4 additional queries over here, and it is not convenient at all, right? So how do we do that? Say this is very simple data set. So imagine we have like a 20 columns or 15 columns data set, and say all of the columns have something that we need to replace. Say all of the column contains an A value, we want to replace that with a 0. How do we do that? And that's what we're going to learn in this video tutorial, of course. Hello guys, welcome to my channel Power BI with Rosh. My name is Rosh, and today I've come up with another tips and tricks video. First of all, thank you everyone for supporting my channel. I have 358 subscribers now, and I'm very happy with it. I'm getting very good support, I think so. I'm getting very good comments and likes, and thank you very much for that. If you guys don't know me, I usually put tricks and tips videos, and please check out my videos if you want to learn cool tricks. And today in this video I've come up with another tricks and tips video, which is to replace all of these not available or all of the value in a table at once instead of doing one at a time. So without wasting our time, let's do it. First of all, there is not a requirement, but if you have like familiar with mQuery functions, then that would be very nice to understand what we're going to do today. Okay, so mQuery is basically all the functions that is the code that's been applied in the background of the Power Query. I don't want to make you confuse you with all those codes, so let's just start our tutorial. So what happens, say let's go, this is what we're going to do. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to replace this not available value over here, and I want to replace that with a 0. Okay, that's going to give me a 0. Now how do I apply that to all of them? So if you look into the text, if you look into these mQuery functions that is being applied here, so this mQuery function is Table.ReplaceValue, and it goes look into the previous step, and in the previous step replaces an A with 0, and selected column is quantity sold. So pretty simple, right? Pretty straightforward. That's how the Table.ReplaceValue function works. But we're going to do something else. We now, instead of just one column, I'm going to use all columns. Okay, now you can do like such as this. This is a one solution. Just go add another column over there, and if I click that, it's gonna replace the value for sales as well. And we can go do that for code as well, and that's gonna give us not only code, I'm gonna go for branch as well. Okay, and that's gonna give us the solution, right? That's pretty cool. But what if we have like 15 or 20 columns? I don't want to write all of these like, or I don't want to manually write all of these like one by one if I have like 15 or 20 columns. Okay, so what I want is I want all of the column names at once. So how can we do that? So there is a function called table.columnNames. names. Okay, so table dot columns, and I can see the suggestion over here, table dot column names. So what does this function do? So as the name suggests, it gives us the column names from a table, and it takes two parameters. One's a table. It actually does not. It actually only take one. As you can see, there is a table. It only takes table. Okay, that's even more easier for us. So anyway, table dot column names, and I need to pass a table name. Now I will pass a table name, which is my previous step. Now this is where the mQuery comes in. If you don't know mQuery, you might know what I'm doing here. So whenever you apply a step in mQuery, it takes the previous step. As you can see, my previous step is change type. Okay, so change type, it takes the table, so it takes the record from here. Okay, so it takes this whole data set, and for data set, whatever steps you apply is applied to that data set. So that's how mQuery works. It's like a chain of functions. So there is source, and when you apply change type, there's another function, transform column types, and there's another chain. So that's a replace value, and that's how the mQuery works. It just takes previous step and does the transformation there. And if I go say change that to a whole number, it's going to apply another step, but now this is going to be applied for the replaced value, the previous step, which is what we did. And actually we got the solution here. So table.column names, if I go and put the the table name, which is our previous step, the output of that change type to here, then it's going to give us all the column names. Now you can test that. You can go blank query and go, okay, what I want is I want table.column names. Okay, I don't want that. Table.column names, and I'm gonna go, I want from all cells, right, the table, which is this one. Okay, whatever you pass. So I want to pass that one, and I want all the column names, and it's gonna give us a list of all the columns then that we have, and that's exactly what we did here. So I'm gonna remove this step, and that's how we're going to do it over here. Now that's the solution, right? So you might be thinking that's the end of the video tutorial, but that's not it. So let's say, if I don't want few columns to be what if I want few columns to be excluded in this replace value? So what I'm saying, say there is another value here, NA. So I don't want that not available in a product column to be replaced by 0. Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna go change the source. Okay, so I'm gonna add an A over there, an A, and what I want, I'm gonna go, it's just NA, 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 and NA. Okay, and what I want is I don't want this to be changed. Okay, so when we did apply this step, did get the column names, it changed the values for this column as well. See, as you can see, it changed the value for the product name as well. So I don't want that. So what I want is I want to exclude the product. So how do we do that? Now this is where the list function comes in, called list.removeItem. So what a list.removeItem does, as the name says, it removes an item from a list. Pretty straightforward. Guys, please learn mQuery. Okay, if you are a beginner and if you don't know mQuery, just go to my channel. There is a playlist. I have like a playlist where I've started this tutorial where I am like teaching people basics of mQuery, and I'm still in progress, but I'll get to the list functions and all the functions in mQuery. That's super cool to learn, and I absolutely recommend everyone to learn mQuery. Anyway, back to the tutorial. So if I want to remove items, so I'm just gonna go delete that. Okay, because I want to see the data set. Okay, so I want to exclude product from this table, so I'm just gonna go copy paste. Okay, list.remove items. Now from this list, because this is a list, because list.remove items takes a list as a parameter. Okay, so if I go over here, so if I just go see, it says okay, list and list. So this is a list, and it takes another parameter which is also a list. So basically, see, when we did here, when we went, okay, I got to, sorry about that, guys. I have to, I want to show you something here. Okay, so I'm just gonna show it over here. So this is a list, right? So list of remove items, over there is just going to come on, column names. Okay, so list of remove items takes a list, which is this list over here, and from that list it again takes another list, which is basically the name of the item. Okay, so say we don't want product to be included here, and so this is a list as well. So okay, you can put another column here as well. So like just go code. Okay, so you can go code and product. I want to remove these items from this list, and if I do that, voila, it's going to remove the product and code from the list. So that's what we're going to do here, and we're gonna go again, list remove items. Okay, and we're gonna, oh come on, with items, sorry about that, guys. And we don't want that replace value step to be applied for the item product. Okay, and close the bracket, and that's how we're going to do it. See, we can see that the not available value in the product column is not replaced with 0, but all the other columns, for the other columns, the not available value is now replaced with 0. And I think that's really cool. I think I really enjoyed making this video tutorial. I think it's gonna save a lot of time for a lot of people. And think about the report optimization. I think this is one of the way you can optimize a report, right? Because I've seen people like doing trust me, I've seen people applying 20 or 25 steps just replacing values. Say we had like a blank value as well, and this is go, okay, blank value, okay, 0, okay, replace NA with 0, okay, blank value with 0, null value with 0, anything greater than 100, 0. So that's pretty insane. So this is what we can do, and I'll do it all at once, right? That's pretty cool. And that's everything for today. If you want to learn mQuery, there is always my playlist there, of course, but you can always go to the Microsoft website, where they have like all the reference functions and all the everything about mQuery over there. I taught myself mQuery just looking at the functions and steps over there. So thank you everyone, guys. Please again do check out my channel.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Power BI with Rosh.
Oh, okay, that was stupid. Anyway, thank you for today. See you next time. Please keep supporting me. Adios. Goodbye.